Welcome to the Sea Ostrich Podcast. I don't know how to say it.
Say it. Good job.
This is the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
Welcome to the Sea Average Podcast.
More like the world's okayest podcast.
What's up, everybody? Sea Average Podcast, episode 46. 46, right? Thanks what it was.
Yeah.
There's so many now, it just kind of runs together. Today, I got myself, Chris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Mikey Scheid. Unfortunately, Kevin's not with us today, but we have a great guest. Today's guest, he's a country singer / songwriter coming out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Last year, he went viral after his wife posted videos of him singing on TikTok, which launched his singing career. Now, with over 1 million followers on TikTok and 107,000 on Instagram, you can catch him May 8th at the Station Bar and venue, formerly known as Sports on Tap. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Davis.
How's it going, everybody?
How's it going, man? Congratulations, by the way. That sounds like an awesome little gig.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast.
You've been to Ohio before, right?
Yeah, we actually just got done. We were in Hamilton, Ohio, I believe. So,
okay. You did show it over there.
Yep, did show up in Hamilton, Ohio. It's a great place up there. Looking forward to coming back. I think we've actually got a few more trips we're trying to plan down the road. So
yeah. Have you been up to Columbus?
I've never been up to Columbus. This will be my first go around in the Columbus area. So it's going to be awesome. From everything she's been telling me, man, this place is going to be the place to be at come that Saturday night.
Oh, nice. It's going to be a good time for sure. I'm going to try to see if I can get the kid, like someone to babysit, because that's like a struggle for us right now.
Exactly, man. Hey, we have to split ours up, son. We got enough kids. We got to hire 2 babysitters and go 2 different directions just to get everything going.
Yeah, because you're like me and Tyler, dad of 4. Plus, you got your niece as well as your
yes.
You got 5. Damn.
Woo.
You're a brave man.
I don't see any grays though.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. I've got like 1 or 2 that hide well behind the rest of it. So
I mean, shit, you're not even 30 yet, are you?
27, man.
27.
Still baby. Still baby.
Still
Still baby. You have more kids than me, man. I can't see that. How does that work for you? Like I said, does your wife go with you every weekend when you shows, or do you bring the kids
For the
at
most
all?
part, yes, and we try to get the kids to come with us as much as possible. The majority of the time, we try to give them a choice. Like, hey, you want to come with us, or do you want to go stay with Mops? The majority of the time, they say Mops because apparently my mother has a house that's more fun than Disney World. So, let's go there because Mops has candy and popcorn and
get them all sugared up.
Pouches. Oh yeah, man, they come back loaded and ready to go.
That's what grandmas are for, man.
Exactly.
I gotta apologize though. I tried to run out and get some Michelob Ultra. I got Jack and Coke instead, so I had some in the house, man. So, cheers, my man. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, yeah.
I was trying to.
So, where are you based out of? Like, right now, where are you based out of?
Right, technically, it's Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. So, Soddy Daisy, we're just on the outskirts of Chattanooga. But if you're from down here and you want somebody to know where you're actually from, you just say Chattanooga. That way they actually have, a landmark.
Right.
You say right. Soddy Daisy or Ooltewah or Harrison, and they're like, well, where in the world's that? Like, just Chattanooga. I'm from Chattanooga. So that's
I know them all.
Yeah, so Tyler's from, my family's from there.
Okay.
My wife's from down there.
Heck yeah, man.
Met my wife in actually she was in Columbus one time and met her and then I ended up moved down Chattanooga for 2 years. Down
what part
East Brainerd.
East Brainerd, okay.
East Brainerd, awesome. Yeah.
We're
not East Brainerd. Eastridge.
Okay. Yeah, we played ball out there, man. I was gonna say if you were in East Brainerd, I went out there and spent, Lord, God only knows how much of my time renovating the baseball field there for a little while. So we had a field that
remember the Logans on Gun Barrel?
Oh yeah.
I used to be a
At the
server there
Mike's
when I was
Tavern.
down. I was there for about 2 years. Yeah, yeah.
You're like damn near
So I know all
neighbors.
the area down there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Who knew he had the Nooga Strong shirt on and everything?
He was really excited when he heard about this interview. He's like, "Oh no shit, it's my hometown." He's all about it. So you talked about baseball a little bit there. You had a scholarship for baseball, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to Tennessee Temple for a little while, which actually now is shut down. They're no longer a college, but I played for a year, and then it was either be a businessman, a teacher, or a preacher when you go to Tennessee Temple. And that was the only three options I had. And I was like, well, I want to go into engineering. So
Yeah.
I took off really. I didn't have a chance to really keep going with baseball and went straight after the bachelor's degree and just went for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you miss it because you had your own you had a league there. Was it a
Oh,
wooden
yeah.
bat league you're doing?
Yeah, they're still doing it, man. I handed it off to a real good buddy of mine named Josh Manning, and he's killing it this year, man in the helm. So
It was the Chattanooga Heat, right?
Chattanooga Heat. That's what the hat that we wore in a lot of those first few videos that went viral. That's what I was wearing. Everybody's like, "Well, what team is that?
Yeah.
Who do you play for? You a pro ball player too?" I was like, "No, it's an adult league team. We just get really nice hats."
Right. You gotta look good too, playing ball. Look good, feel good, play good. Was that how I go? Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Like that.
You play softball now at all?
No, right now I'm making sure that my boy gets his chance to play. So I'm taking a step back, and he's all into it this year for the first time. Like T-ball, he was more or less, half paying attention. Now this year he's coach pitch 5 and 6, and he's all about it, man. So
Oh yeah.
Found
I
that moment
all I
right
can.
there. Yeah, nice.
How old are your boys? How old is everybody? What's their age
let's
range?
start at the top and we'll go down. So we got Malia's 6, we've got Brantley's 5, Granger's 3, Delilah's 2, and Easton is almost 2.
Good Lord.
Damn.
Whew.
How do you? I mean, I can't. How do you keep track of their
college
ages? 'Cause I got tattoos for 2 of them. I don't have tattoos for the other
It's
one.
called
So
I have
most
an
time,
amazing wife.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I say.
that.
Most time, I
God
just
bless her, man.
People ask me, how old are your kids, and I just
Half of everything I
With my
can't
wife.
remember, I turn to her, and it's
Spot
like
on.
a never ending feed of "Don't worry, I've got you."
Right?
So she's
Hey.
where I go for everything I forget and everything I need to know, because she's got it all. She's got it all mapped out, and I'm along for the ride, making sure I stabilize everything in the meantime.
Absolutely.
Hey, it's all marriage is, man.
Yep.
You kind of wife's the boss, and you just kind of try to make everything else as smooth as possible. Don't make Mama Bear mad.
No, she's the glue that holds the house together. Trust me.
You got any toys that she didn't want you to have? You spoil yourself.
No, not currently. Right now, the kids are the ones that get spoiled.
Oh, okay.
So like,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, you're good, man. I was just gonna ask, like, when you went viral, what was it? Because she posted those videos on like Father's Day. What was it like the next couple days after that? Like, were you expecting that to happen, or I mean, I'm assuming you've been singing for
blew up
at least a
overnight,
bit of
pretty
it,
much.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been singing since I was old enough to know how to talk, but I always pursued it as like a hobby. And I kept telling her, like, I write songs. I love writing songs. And if somebody will start paying me for my songs, that'll be awesome. I was like, even if I ain't singing, just somebody say, hey, we want to give you the X amount of money for your song, and we'll take it. I was like, that'll be great. And she kept watching. Once TikTok started to become kind of her new thing to scroll through, she started seeing all these artists that were on there singing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, there's people singing on this app, and they're getting followers from it. You ought to just sing and see what happens. I was like, well, what is it on? She says TikTok. I was like, no, I've seen the advertisement on TikTok, man. I was like, "It's on TikTok for people
Not for
trying to
me."
do crazy dances, act funny." I was like, I can't dance. I'm not funny. Like, so I think I'm good. But she finally just cornered me in the car when I was driving back, and I had nowhere to go. She's like, sing. I don't care what you sing, just sing. So we did that, posted a few videos, and they did all right. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to get water out of the fridge. She pops up behind me, says, hey, sing Brad Paisley, sing Dierks Bentley, sing Jason Aldean or Chris Stapleton. And I sparred them off, and we posted a video at in the middle of the night, not thinking nothing of it. Wake up the next morning, and I sent her a text. I was like, "This video has 20,000 views." She goes, "I know, isn't that crazy?"
Damn.
And I texted her an hour later. I said, "This video has 300,000 views."
My
And it just blew up, man. That's got over like 13.9 million views. We
Oh my god.
climbed in like a few weeks to over 300,000 followers.
Congratulations, man. That's
Well, it's like
Yeah.
a tidal wave. Never did expect it. And when you got a bunch of people telling you that, hey, we want to hear more, and you're
I'll
sitting,
give you more.
exactly. You're sitting here thinking, well, I didn't know that there was anybody wanting anything, period. So yeah, shoot,
Right.
I'll keep singing. I just started going at it, as many videos as we could post, which we didn't know any better for. I know now we think about algorithms and whatnot when we
Yeah.
have certain times a day when you post, and
I didn't think about that. I figured
oh
yeah,
man,
all that shit comes into play.
I don't even think about that.
Yeah,
She
it
thinks
does.
about that. I was like, hey, that video you took of me yesterday, you ought to post it. She goes, nope, I've got a schedule. I took it and I know I got to post it.
Hey, she's on top of it, man.
Trust me,
She's a
got
manager,
that
she's
inside.
everything.
I'm the voice, she's the brains.
There you go. That's insane. So like did you just like go up to your job next day, like, all right, I found something else, I'm done. I'm out.
Trust me, I wish.
You still
I wish I could, but
Told y'all.
Right. Still got the 9 to 5?
my boss jokes all the time. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna get famous, and one day he's gonna look back and say, yeah, you should have seen that horrible sprinkler place I was at." And I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about y'all." He's like, "No,
always-
you just watch." He said, "You're gonna get big and famous. You're gonna forget all about your poor little boss down here."
Have you always like had the passion to like sing and all that? Like when
Oh yeah,
when did
man.
yeah?
Yeah, it's always been there just because of my dad. My dad was he was big in gospel music, country music. He's the one that showed me how to write songs. And ever since I was little bitty, he always wanted me to learn how to play guitar. He always wanted me to sing with him. We played in a family band from like 2010 all the way up to literally right before COVID hit. That was our last show.
Damn.
And COVID hit, there was no more family band, and then the solo stuff started taking off. So
Sounds
Here we
like a
are.
Hallmark movie, man. Like, I'm gonna start tearing up already. Like, damn, baby, come here.
nah, yeah, it's always been there. Even my papa did it, man. My papa and my mama, they were. It's so cute. I've got I say cute. Lord, that sounds weird coming out of my mouth. But I hang around my wife and my daughter so much, and now it's part of the lingo that they use to come out of me.
Right?
But there is a picture that my mom has of my mama and papa standing beside each other right after church. And my papa and her used to travel from church to church together in a little station wagon with a guitar and a tambourine. And they were a gospel version of Johnny and June, just going to every little church, singing their little songs. And they
That leg slapping
Sunday
going.
Exactly. So that's what they did for the longest. And my dad, he's played with people like the Hymnsmen, the Kingsmen. He opened for Garth Brooks back in the 80s, back before Garth was Garth. He opened for Keith Whitley before. I mean, it's the music doesn't stop.
Wow. Hey, you're gonna pass it down to your kids too? Your kids play?
Dude,
have any interest in
every time I sit in the living room to do a co-write, my almost 2-year-old runs into my daughter's room and grabs her pink First Act guitar and comes running across the house going, "Yeehaw, Daddy! Yeehaw, Daddy!" And comes and sits down in the chair with that
Nice.
big old pink guitar that's like making him look tiny.
It's a southern
Starts
man.
flogging on it, just getting up into it. And let her-
That's
So,
awesome. Jeez. Yeah, I have all boys. So like for us, it's just wrestling, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, and it's constantly them two fighting. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
littlest ones fight all the
Oh,
time,
constant. Yeah.
constant. And I'll take a right hook every now and then just by sitting there in the middle watching it. Beat up dad is their favorite game.
oh yeah, especially when they catch you in the floor and they can get on top of you and really go to town.
Oh, and they all jump at the same time. They just jump you.
Yep.
Never stops. You mentioned Garth Brooks there, because I do know you guys did a cover for with the State of Mind and No Resolve. And Garth Brooks even, praised you guys for that, for Thunder Rolls. How did that come about? How did they come to you to help, like, to join in on that, the feature, or how was that going on?
Well, it's kind of crazy because I told her it was ironic as all get out. I was sitting there watching it on YouTube, sitting at work.
Yeah.
And I looked at a buddy of mine in the office. I was like, dude, look at this. They made a freaking hard rock version of the Thunder Rolls. I was like, and it actually works.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I'd showed her. And next thing I know, she sends me a text, said, hey, come in here when you get home. You need to see this email we just got. And she pulled up the email, and I looked, and she said, this is a group called State of Mind, and they want you to be a part of their upcoming release. They're going to be releasing an extended version of the Garth Brooks song, The Thunder Rolls, with the verse that never got to hit radio. I said, you're kidding. She goes, no. I was like, you realize, like, they just went huge for that thing. And so we got on and talked to them, and I was like, I'll just be honest, it's an honor. I said, but I want to ask y'all one question. I was like, I've listened to the song. I love what y'all have got. Y'all have got some really good music, but you do know I'm country.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that's exactly, we want the country element back in it for that one verse. I was like, all right, let's do it. So
That's awesome.
it was nuts, man.
Hey,
So that was all, like, by luck? Like, you just happened to watch the video and then they just happened to reach out to you, or did your wife reach out to them?
Yeah, I mean, they'd seen my TikTok. They saw that we had a decent following on there and that we were
That's awesome.
having a pretty good outbreak with what we were trying to promote as far as my music and stuff. And they figured partnering up, since they were having a good amount of growth on theirs, to both State of Mind, it's Rockstar J if you go on there, and then Oscar from No Resolve. They were both exploding, gaining followers and getting viral videos for their content. So they wanted to bring me in, see if we couldn't all three hit a powerhouse strike to get the song back up on the charts one more time.
How high did it go up? I know it was up there.
We hit number one on the iTunes rock charts.
Damn. And that's not your first time either, because I know that Step by Step song, like your initial release, hit number one on all genres,
Yeah.
right?
Sure did. Hit number one all genre and number one on the country charts. And it was kind of nuts. It did it within the first 45 minutes. And that, number one, that shocked me. But number two, and I don't know that it actually happened, but we had everybody on a live for TikTok and a live for Instagram at the same time when that song dropped. And when it dropped, we had everyone like, go check iTunes, go download it.
Yeah.
And go tell us where we are on the charts. And from 12 o'clock to 12:15, everyone said, my iTunes doesn't work. Everyone on the live
shut it down.
Check iTunes.
Wow.
We can't get iTunes to work. I was like, right. And it was just for my song. But we were sitting there saying, well, we hit it so big we broke iTunes. Not saying that was the case. Doubt it. But in my mind, I'm going to hold on to the fact that
Hey, that's what I'm going
Hey,
with.
man.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with.
I don't know how you're
How-
like.
how-
Go ahead, Tyler.
I was gonna say, how did you get your face on the moon pie box?
by another, stuff.
Another chance.
Another chance. We
Get some lottery tickets, my man.
Step by step, an online radio show called Radio Sobro started broadcasting the song, and the lead guy down here at Moon Pie that actually got partnered up with Radio Sobro and the Listening Room Cafe up in Nashville. He was listening to Radio Sobro because that's where he tries to find different artists or listen to artists that they've had come through the show. And he heard my song come on, and he called Ralston Wells and said, hey, I don't know who Brandon Davis is. He said, but you need to find him and tell him he needs to come up to the listening room and play. He said, because I just heard his song and I love it. He said, he needs to be up there. He's got a story to tell. Tell him he needs to get up to Nashville and tell it. So,
Damn, dude.
I'd love to get that call.
dude, it was
I need you. Get here now.
That's usually what your dad says, isn't it?
Right. I mean, that song Step by Step, when I listen to it, because I am as well as a stepfather. So my oldest is 13. I've been with him since he's 3. And bro, it teared me up. Like, as soon as I heard it, I teared up. I'm like, God, what am I doing right now? I was like trying to keep it together. I love that. That was a great song, man. So I can definitely see why it blew up. But yeah, like I said, it definitely, my wife's, why are you crying? Nothing.
I'm not
I'm not.
An onion, man.
fucking
Right?
allergies.
Right?
How long did it take you to write that song? Because I mean, there's
Well,
a
I
lot
started
of
writing
emotions in there, and
I was sitting in my office, sending her a message, just typing it out on Facebook Messenger, like, "Hey, we've talked about wanting to write this, and here's what I've got." Started typing out the verse and typing out the chorus, and I was originally going to write it specifically about my daughter. She goes, "What if you made it to where it's not about her, but about her and Brantley, and that you can't tell which one you're actually calling out? Make it for everybody, and that
Yeah.
don't make it specifically for step parents, but make it for, so that foster parents or godparents or grandparents have stepped up, like all of them
Yeah.
can relate to it." So I went back, changed a couple of phrases and reworded it just a hair and sent it back to her. And I was like, "I really, really love this." I said, "Give me just a second. I'm going to run to the bathroom here at work and turn on the vent to where nobody can hear me and sing it into my phone until you tell me what you think." So did that and rode off to a haunted house that night, and waiting in line to get in the haunted house, the second verse hit in my head, and I was like, "Crap, hand me my phone. I've got to record this."
Damn.
Yeah.
Gay
Well,
shit.
but I'm not a very conventional songwriter, and everyone I've co-wrote with I've had to explain to them, like, y'all have got to understand, majority of what I write, I'm either sitting in my office without a guitar or I'm sitting in my truck driving down the road.
But it makes you different, man.
Hey, yeah, whatever works.
Makes you
I
different.
mean-
So that's a good thing.
And there's plenty of videos, obviously, on TikTok of you just almost a freestyle of making up songs on the spot. So I mean,
you
I
can
could,
thank her for that.
yeah,
She started. She finds a way to always keep me on my toes. It doesn't matter what we're doing.
Yeah.
I've noticed that whenever I watch your videos.
Yep, exactly. She's either like throwing me
She's
an
doing a great
artist-
job.
So she's either throwing me an artist like Justin Bieber, or she'll throw me a curveball and say, "Hey, take Bourbon and Forever and Vinyl and use those three words and make a song. You got 60 seconds." And which actually, that song, I wound up going through that little test, and I went back and listened to the video. I was like, I freaking love that.
you made a song out of that too, huh?
Yep. Well, and we played that one at the listening room.
Nice.
So went up to the listening room in Nashville and played the full thing, and had to explain to everyone in the crowd, like, well, this is not the way you're supposed to write a song, but this is how it happened.
That's what- yeah, that's what makes you different from everybody else, though. And that's what you need.
Hey.
That's what you need to shine.
Trying to keep a niche, man.
Yeah, got your own little thing going on.
You got it.
So you gamer or anything at all, or what other hobbies do you have besides?
what do you do
music?
outside of music? Yeah.
Well, it was baseball.
Right. Yeah.
But I honestly, if I'm telling you the truth, I haven't played a console since I was probably a senior in high school. So back in
damn.
2011.
Kids don't have any or anything, huh?
Well, the kids have tablets, and
Gotcha.
my oldest boy is begging up and down for an Xbox, but I already lose pretty much all of his attention to the tablet.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to imagine what I'm going to get when he finally does
Oh,
the
yeah,
Xbox
yeah.
he's begging for.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to hold off on that for just a little bit longer to see if he'll actually, not get sucked into that downward spiral drain of, I've got to go and beat this next level, and then I'll be at dinner.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
The tablet I can put away pretty easily. The console,
And then you're sitting there yelling for him the whole time.
exactly.
You
That,
start
and I
yelling
know
at
as
him.
soon as he gets those games that I'm going to want to play, I'm going to get super competitive, just like I was with my father growing up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to end up getting mad at each other for reasons that we shouldn't. So, because I'm not one, like, even though it's my kid, I'm not going to be able to lose that game.
You've got such wholesome values. Like all our kids play games and shit like that. And like, yeah, when you take it away, they're like, hey, why can't I play this shit? But yeah, actually, I can dig that. That's a pretty good way of raising your kids, man. So congratulations. I like that. I like that.
Get to the point where you're like, you're bugging me. Just go play your tablet.
Go play your jacket, something like that. Just like,
Trying to do something today.
oh yeah.
So when you play
Yeah,
baseball,
there's people out there like that.
unlike us who have no
Unlike
idea what
us,
we're doing.
Yeah.
When you played baseball, what position did you play?
I was a pitcher and a center fielder.
My man, fellow pitcher. I have a
Hey,
pitcher and second base, but what pitches do you have? Curveball.
I had a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, and occasionally a submarine fastball.
Oh,
So-
damn. Your arm feels all right?
It doesn't now. Dude, back then, when I was actually playing full blown and all the way into college, I had the rubber band arm, man. It was just a noodle. I could throw every single day. It didn't matter how many pitches, how many innings.
Yeah.
And I was slinging it about 95 by the time I was a freshman in college.
Holy
So-
shit.
Oh yeah, man. I miss being able to have the capability to just go out the field and let go of it and not care. Used to freak people out because we'd play the other teams in high school and they'd watch me warm up before a game, and I'd have my buddy stand at the foul pole next to our side of the field, and I'd go all the way to the other foul pole. And I'd throw it to him and have him hit it back to me and just get done and be like, yeah, this is the guy that's pitching against you.
Oh,
Just to be
A little bit of intimidation.
damn.
Woo!
So you were throwing 95 at 18?
95 at 18. I was throwing
Jesus.
about 88 to 90 when I was a sophomore in high school.
Whew.
Damn, dude.
So-
I was like, I made
Rubber band in there.
yeah, I threw, I think
Damn.
I might have hit 82 my peak high school year. I was more of just like consistency and junk ball. That was it. I had no, even now, like if I go throw at like a fair, those little like get your speed.
Yeah.
Next day, I'm like sore as shit. I'm in the ice
Oh, yeah,
on,
man.
tired
You
A,
get out of it,
bucket.
especially, dude.
Oh,
It's just like a piece of meat hanging off there, man.
right.
First time I quit for like 5 years and went back and played, about 3 to 4 years, and went back and played in the adult league. And the first week I went and long toss with my buddy. And I got down. I was like, we can't do anything again until next weekend. He said, why is that? I can't feel my shoulder.
Need an ice bath, man.
Oh
Well, I
man.
couldn't, I tried my best.
Ice bucket.
I hurt something when I came back because I tried jumping into it too fast and
Yeah.
either tore the rotator cuff or something. But the fastest I've thrown since I got back into it was maybe, I think I've hit 92 a couple of times, but majority of the time I'm about 85 or 83 to 87. So,
Damn.
So wicked, man. Yeah.
I mean, I always tell you, if anybody hits 90, someone's going to look at you. So I mean, that's impressive. Still, if you can still fling the ball that fast.
well, the goal was back then that baseball was supposed to be it. That was what I was
Yeah.
going for, was to be that MLB ball player. But I feel like I got way better shot at trying to sneak in the country music scene than what the odds are
I would say so.
Yeah,
MLB.
I would say
I
so.
think you're doing fine.
Because of how many baseball players there are nowadays, man, and how many freaking clubs that you've got that are training these, especially the kids in the new age today. Like,
Yeah.
not to say mine was 10 years ago, isn't that long ago, but I've watched all these training camps and stuff that are developing throughout the
Yeah.
country, man. And they've got these kids doing things that we would have never thought of, like ways to save their arm and hit harder and throw farther. It's
Well,
crazy.
nowadays,
Again.
nowadays I've been hearing they're trying to get kids to do like Tommy John surgery just so they can gain a couple extra miles per hour
Really?
like on their fastball. Yeah, it's getting it's at that point where you're like, you probably shouldn't be doing that,
That's a little
but
much.
you're wasting your
Unnecessary,
days.
in my opinion.
But yeah, that's insane. But like, hell, man, I go on. I think TikTok probably has it too, but like Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I get in the rabbit hole of watching wiffle ball,
Oh,
like the
dude.
pitching there. Oh my god, I want to do it so bad, just get back into it. But have you ever messed with you ever heard of swerve ball or blitz ball?
Blitz balls. No, I
Those
haven't
are-
gotten to play yet, man, but I've watched the crazy pitches.
They're
and
fun.
Dude,
Like,
it's nuts.
You being a pitcher, you obviously would get it down because there's some people that can't throw it, but like my brother-in-law had one, and we were just out there messing around with it, and no, I was having too much fun with it. Like none of the kids can hit me. I'm like,
Yeah.
ha, 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 ha.
Well, Matt Kemp was him and this guy that was supposed to be the best blitz ball pitcher in history of the game for however
Yeah.
short time it had been out.
I
They
think I've
put
seen this.
them two in a room, inside of a indoor turf facility.
Yeah.
And the pitcher told Kemp that even though he can hit an MLB pitch, that I guarantee you can't hit the blitz ball I'm about to throw you. Said because a blitz ball does what an MLB pitcher cannot make movement happen with.
Yeah,
Sure enough, he struck out Kemp 3 times in a row, and Kemp finally said, "All right, I've seen." He said, "If you show me all your pitches," he said, "pretty much all of them." He said, "All right, now throw them again." The
Yeah.
first pitch he threw, Kemp just crushed one. He said, all it takes, he said, I just had to figure out what you
Just
can
had to
do.
make-
Now I know where it's going.
That's insane.
So
So did you get like full ride for
I got
triple
it.
or
It was kind of half and half. It was half baseball and then half scholastic. So I had the Hope Scholarship through Tennessee. I got an additional scholarship through the actual college for my grades and GPA, and then I got the baseball scholarship. And I wasn't living on campus since it was local to me, so it made it a little cheaper.
Nice. You ever go any Chattanooga Lookout games?
Oh yeah, man, that's always fun. Plus, I've gotten to play on that field several times, so that makes it even better.
Oh no, was that like your all-star game or whatnot there?
We did the Tennessee Georgia All-Star game there. Got to be the starting pitcher for that game, and then we did the game that Tennessee Temple when we played Lee University. We got to play up there at AT&T Park, and we played Maranatha Baptist. And against Maranatha Baptist, I hit my first home run in a pro ballpark, so that was awesome.
That's gotta feel good.
Oh yeah, man! Hit the Ace Hardware sign out in left field.
Oh damn.
400 feet.
We got the Columbus Clippers here at the AAA.
Okay.
I think that's Cleveland's AAA ball now.
Now.
Okay.
it used to be
Yeah.
the Yankees.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, we're either
Cincinnati.
Lookouts are either owned by Cincinnati or the Twins. One of the two.
It's the Reds.
What?
No big deal. I'm just saying. Now you say you're a Dodgers fan, right?
Yeah, well, we were Dodger Town here for a little while, man. They took
Yeah.
it away from us.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got God, who did Reds just give up? The pitcher. You literally just won the Cy Young last year. I'm blanking out.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure. Dodgers pitcher. Oh my God, it's gonna bug me.
Google.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'll look it up later. Because like once I'm done, I'll message you back like, oh, that's who it was. Son of a bitch. Anyways, though, well, like, is baseball the only sport you like? Football, basketball? What are you into?
I used to watch basketball a good bit whenever I was following the Lakers, and football. I watch whenever everybody's there watching it, but I've never been just a huge football guy because I always wanted to play it in high school.
Yeah.
But never really got the chance because I was always
Baseball.
pushing after baseball, and that's what my dad wanted me to push after. And usually the sport that I'm able to play is a sport I'll sit there and watch. And I couldn't get myself into it because every time, if I'm watching it in front of me, which now it's not as bad with baseball,
Yeah.
I'll play it on my phone if I get an itch. But if I watch it in front of me, especially growing up, I always wanted to immediately at that point go and do it. So if I watched a baseball movie about like the movie 61, every time I saw it come on the TV about Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, I immediately had to run outside and start acting like I was hitting home runs in the front yard. So that's just how my brain worked.
One of my favorite baseball movies, I've talked about this before on our show, is The Rookie. I'm sure you've seen it being a pitcher, especially being a dad. That moment, I tear up at that damn moment every time he calls his son and going back up too. Yeah.
Yep.
Great movie. No, that's wrong. You're thinking of
Rookie of the
Float
year.
It? Yeah, you're thinking Rookie of the Year.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
When
All
he
right.
breaks his arm and it's all
Grocery bag up.
basketball thrower.
That's a great movie too, though. That's a classic. So I did see like you said you got hit by a distracted driver to start, and that kind of gave you the idea to like, I need to start, life's too short and you start pursuing my dreams. What happened to that? Was like your kids with you, or what happened to get you? What was
No,
the distraction thing?
The kids were at home with my wife, and I was on my way into work. I just left the gym. I was sitting at a red light getting ready to turn, and as I got the green arrow to turn and go, there was one open lane of traffic, and this guy came barreling down the hill going about 60 and just plowed into the front left quarter panel and just drilled me back across 3 lanes of traffic. I was out for about 20 minutes or so, and finally came to. They got me in an ambulance and took me to the hospital. She couldn't get a hold of me because nobody would give me my phone or wallet, no matter who I went after to say, look, I just need, nope, we're worried about you. I was like, well, I'm worried about the fact nobody knows where I'm at.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But they got me in there, got me tested, and said, look, hey, we're we're going to have to go into a scope. We think that there's a possibility that there's more damage than what the scans can read. Finally got in touch with her. And, you know, she's at this point, I don't remember how many weeks pregnant, but we were not far out from our third kid or our fourth kid being here.
Yeah.
So she was pregnant with Easton at this point. And she's calling my friend. She's calling my boss called her, said, hey, he's late. He's never late. Where's he at? Is he okay? And she had heard about the wreck and told my buddy that I'd been at the gym with, said, hey, if he made it there with you, then I know he made it to the gym, but he didn't make it to work. And I'm seeing this wreck all over Facebook, and he hasn't called me. Nobody's contacted me. She goes, I think he's gone. And about the time she was thinking I was gone, which had been 2 hours past when the wreck had happened, I finally got my phone from the doctor and called her. Said, look, I'm fine. I'm here at Erlanger. They just ran tests on me. Just get down here as soon as you can, but don't freak out. I'm all right. Well, I'm just going to rest here until you get here. But yeah, trust me, it was a completely life-changing experience. And they had to do surgery, make sure I didn't go septic. Had a ruptured colon, 4 holes in my small intestine, laceration on my liver, bruising all over. Looked like I've been stomped on by Godzilla.
Mikey was right. You are a Hallmark movie. That's fucking insane. Oh my God.
Jesus, I'm gonna write a book about you right now.
Yeah, holy shit.
I'll give you the cliff notes, man.
Oh my.
All right.
Long ass book. Damn, man.
So,
You've been
have
through
you
a lot.
ever have you thought about going on any of like The Voice or like American Idol or any of that shit?
Well, actually, when we finally started getting all this traction, we had a few people saying, hey, you know, go out for it and see what you can do. But honestly, we wanted to take our chance to say, look, there's enough people that are saying they want to hear it. And we wanted to see if we could develop the audience, take the music and start releasing it and develop that fan base that was organic to us.
Yeah.
That somebody could come and say, look, he's doing his own thing. He's playing shows. He's got music. And, you know, let's see if we can take him to the next level.
Well, hell, you don't need our help. We need your help.
Yeah. I mean, plus, like, if you think about it, how many people do you really remember from any of those shows besides maybe Kelly
Besides the
Clarkson?
first ones?
Yeah, the first couple.
Yeah.
I think I made it through.
I remember Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood,
Wow.
Ruben
Like,
Studdard,
Whole handful, which maybe only
Scotty McCreery, and Lauren Atlanta.
there you go. But I mean, how many are still actually, you know, I mean, like besides Kelly Clarkson
Where
has
are
her own
they
talk
now?
show now, but then Carrie
Yeah.
Underwood's obviously up there
Yeah.
too. But the other ones, you're like, man, it kind of fell off. But still it's exposure.
Exactly.
But I mean, you're
Well,
doing the
it's
exact same thing too.
crazy. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but you know, for a lot of people, that's their starting point, and that's where they want to. They feel like that's where they can get the exposure. And I say more power to everybody that wants to try it, man.
Right.
So far, we've took our own avenue down a slightly different path, and it's working thus far. We're gonna see if we can keep making it grow, man.
Yeah, obviously it's doing great now. You know,
You got the drive for it, and you got the original songs, and you can make yourself sound like anybody out there that you want to. It's like,
It makes cover gigs a lot easier. You get out there and they're like,
yeah, yeah.
You know Chris Stapleton? Well, yeah, why not? Let's do Chris Stapleton.
Yeah. Do you play like how much of your shows are your own music and covers? You do mix or you mix bag?
Well, as of late, we've been doing it depending on the place and what they request. It's been about 50-50, but the more we've played out here in the past month, it's been about 70% all original and 30% covers, just to give people, you know, like, hey, I know you love this song.
Yeah.
Or somebody will come out and put a tip in the tip jar and say, hey, you know, please play this one for me. I love this song, or this was our song we danced to at our wedding, or something like that. And you always got to play the favorites.
Gotcha.
But I got to play at Jack Daniels up at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel, and that was 4 hours of nothing but original music. So I got to sit there for 4 hours, play over 40 of my songs.
Damn.
Which
Nice, man.
I say that some people in there don't even realize that I had over 40 original songs to play. And
Yeah.
it's awesome to be able to come out and say, yeah, well, when you
I'll
write
play this one for you.
2007 now, I've got at least a decent backlog to be able
Yeah.
for you.
Oh
So,
yeah, man.
So are you think about an album at all then? With that many like in your back pocket ready to roll, or
well, we're slowly but surely right now building up to an eventual EP. So we've
Yeah.
got God Made Angels out. We've got Step by Step out. What Cowboys Are For is out. Thunder Rolls is kind of standing off there on its own because it's the collaboration. But now,
can you count that? I was wondering about that. Can you count
Yeah.
that on your, or do they let you like add that
well,
to it? if
it's
you
not
did or
something I would include in an album, but it is counted as one of my singles.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
even though it's a collaboration, and we did a partnership on it, and it was awesome. But we've got 3 originals that are all registered just to me, which one of them being the most recent one, What Cowboys Are For, was the first co-write I ever did. And
Yeah.
that was amazing because we had Kyle Clark from Sony ATV on there. I had a buddy named Alex Smith out of Atlanta on there, and those two came together and put together a phenomenal freaking track with it, and surprised me because I wasn't expecting anything more. They were like, "Hey, we'll come and write the song. We're going to cut a demo." It's like, that's awesome. And they gave me the demo before they left.
Yeah.
And we'd been sitting up in the loft eating pizza and shooting the crap for 6 hours. And I had babies on my hip and running back and forth. And I've got a mic in one hand and a toddler on the other hip trying to record the vocal. And next thing I know, a few weeks later, they send us back the final track. I was like, well, this is amazing. I was like, we
Yeah.
need to master this and release it. And now we've got Ice Cold coming out, and we had this song shoot. People they requested on lives and out at the shows. They've been requesting it for over a year.
Yeah.
We finally we got it exactly like we wanted. Went through a long process trying to make sure the song was what everyone was wanting to hear and not just, another run of the mill drinking song.
Right.
And finally got it ready. It drops tomorrow night at midnight. And I've been stoked for this one. I've had the song for over 2 years and finally got it recorded. People have been begging for it on YouTube. They've been begging for it on TikTok. Every time we play it live, they're like, "Hey, where can I find it?" And I'm like, "Well, it ain't out yet." Well, now it's finally out, and we're trying to instill it as the new weekend anthem.
There
So
you go. Summer drinking song.
exactly.
Is that a lot to keep up with? Like, I mean, does that weigh on you at all? Like with all that?
I know it weighs on me a bit, but I'd have to ask my wife because I know it weighs on her way more than it does me. She's the one she's got the date book. She keeps up with who we've talked to, when we've got to talk to them again, what actual shows we've got scheduled, where they're at, what time, where we got to stay at for a hotel, who we need to talk to get everything lined up.
Yeah.
So to say that she's a superhero in that aspect, let alone doing that and keeping up with 5 kids on a daily basis and everything that's going on within the house, making sure we're all alive and healthy and not walking through a house that's filthy. The house stays clean, the kids stay fed and alive and happy and enjoying each other. And she's managing all that, staying beyond beautiful and
She's standing next to you, isn't she?
keeping all my business afloat.
She's standing right there, isn't she?
I'm sitting here staring at her, trying to tell her all this stuff. Like, maybe I'll
Bring
get
her.
a
She
pat on
can
the
come
back.
on.
Sound like some new song lyrics right there.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Well, look, well,
Does she-
I've already got my brownie point song in the bag for her. We tried our best to keep it a secret. We'll see how long it stays that way. So,
Nice.
God Made Angels, isn't it?
End of the summer,
Yeah.
you'll see her react to a song that she's actually never. I mean, not heard in the writing process. She's never heard.
Damn.
I'm going to try my best to make sure she doesn't hear anything that we record. She don't even know the title. So
She's gonna start putting like cameras up in like your recording studio, wherever you record at, and she's gonna start finding that stuff.
see, that's the thing. The recording studio is my master bedroom closet.
There you go.
So
There you go.
I saw the one video where you what was it, the cowboy song when you were sitting on the couch? Is that wasn't
yep,
that the song?
that was up in the loft here at the house, and
Yeah.
we just sitting there chilling. And I had Easton sitting on one leg and holding the mic with the other. But Step by Step and God Made Angels and Ice Cold and the Thunder Rolls, we put up mattresses and comforters hanging up in the closet and set the mic stand up, closed the door, and she ran Pro Tools here on her laptop.
Yeah.
And we just recorded it right there in the closet. Usually tucked back in the corner behind me is my 3-year-old Granger as he sits there with his I'm not gonna say anything, Daddy. I'll be quiet.
Nice.
So there's nothing about this music that's conventional, but we put heart and soul into it. That's the good thing.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it sounds phenomenal. So
Hey, man,
you're
like I said,
doing something right.
you fit in perfectly with all of us because like before COVID, when we started the whole Zoom thing, we actually recorded in my basement, and I would throw blankets up and I would tack them up to the ceiling, and so there, get some kind of soundproofing. And it looked, with toys all around. Like Billy, you have to step over the toys to get to my couch. I can't keep that basement. That's like where the kids go. That's it. It's constantly just toys everywhere. Can't deal with it. But yeah, everything's that's exactly what this is. Conventional. You gotta do what you gotta do with what you got.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make it work.
Well, and that's what makes for the best of it, man. That's
Does.
what makes it. That's what makes it enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's what makes you relatable as well.
Yeah,
Like I say, you're like I said, you're not just some guy with a beautiful voice. You're actually you're a home guy that takes care of his kids, that has a messy life, but still trying to keep it together.
Almost like
Yeah.
shit, I'm like thinking about the things I do. I'm like, damn,
how's your wife taking all this? Because I saw, I'm just going to quote one of the things. It was when one of the messages someone left you on there was like, he's so dreamy or so hot or something. How's your wife handle all that?
She handles it fine, and then every now and then, just to see my reaction, she looks at me and she goes, "If you ever." I looked at her. I said, "Well, just to make sure we didn't have another kid." I was like, "I'm already." So,
got them
Dude.
shears over there.
Oh.
yeah, exactly. She's like, "Just remember," she goes,
Did some gardening.
you get big and famous, and you get a big head." She goes, "Half of everything, baby." No, she knows that I know better. Just like, same thing with her. Neither one of us.
Got you by the haunches.
Neither one of us got anything to worry about.
That's funny.
But
Do you get DMs from chicks all the time, and your wife's like, cutting them out?
delete. She's the one who manages everything.
she's
She
the
deletes
one
it.
that manages it. So generally, she's got the capability before I'm responding to anything.
Obviously, he's
We're
had so
both
many
logged
kids
into the
with
same
her, but-
account, and she can screen and say, "Yep, nope, that's not. Yep, nope, that's
No.
not. Okay, this is
Troy.
legitimate. You need to respond to this person." So, no, we keep a good handle on it, man. And there's so many amazing people out there that outweigh the few that you're always going to have, and especially like once we put out Step by Step, ever since then, the amount of messages and emails and comments that we get of people just saying, "Look, I can't tell you how much it's touched me. This is really the song that spoke to my heart, my situation, or I'm going to be using this for my first dance at my wedding. I'm going to be using this as the song that I walk down the aisle to," or and it goes on. The stories we've gotten to hear, man, it's been heartwarming, mind blowing, and just overall flooring for the fact that so many people have connected with
Congratulations,
the
man.
song we put out.
That's so cool to hear. That's so cool to hear.
What's up, everybody? I just want to interrupt the show real quick and let you guys know we have our first sponsor. It is villain.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. That's V, the number one, LLAIN.com. If you're a nerd or a dad like all of us here on the show and love the old school cartoons and superheroes, then go ahead and check out villain.com. It's a local clothing company out of our beautiful city of Columbus, Ohio, that works with aspiring and up-and-coming artists. They have everything from shirts to pillows to hats to skateboards. The cool thing about it is, along with each artist, each getting a commission on sales, they also donate 5% of the proceeds to creationsforcures.org. That's creationsforcures.org. Also, if you use our promo code AVERAGE at checkout, that's AVERAGE, you get 15% off your total purchase. We just want to make kids feel like the superheroes they are and help raise awareness and money for the childhood issues and illnesses. Now, back to the show. Jeez.
It's super cool.
Do you got is it just like you right now, or do you have any band, or you working
now-
on it, or what's the process right now?
Right now, it's just me. Now, for Whiskey Jam that we're going to be playing in Nashville on May 17th, we will have a full band. It'll be me, a guy named Patrick Stevens, and then we'll have probably 2 or 3 others that are going to be joining us. And if I can get a decent little group together, especially for playing these ticketed venues that are looking for more of a full band than just a small acoustic event, that's something I'm going to try to do, because there's a lot more ground we can cover once we get to that point. And that being able to hear, a song be played out live the same way that we can play it on an album, to me, that's amazing. And got to do it with my family band for years. So it'd be awesome to be able to continue it. But like Ohio, we're going to be playing at, like you said earlier, at the Station Bar and Venue on May 8th. And it'll be an acoustic set from me, as well as my buddy Sam Coon that's going to be opening for me that night. So we've got VIP booths that we're selling for, I think, $250 a piece. And that gets 4 people in with like your choice of a bottle of liquor, a personal bartender and booth. And then we're going to have meet and greet tickets, general admission tickets, and cannot wait, man, because we're going to have a little private acoustic set for those that get there early. And Sam Coogan's going to open up. We've got some songs we're going to be playing together up on stage. And shoot, we've got from, I think, 5 o'clock when the meet and greets start all the way until 11 o'clock that night. So it's going to be a freaking blast.
Oh, Tyler, that's your birthday, right, Tyler?
May 8th.
Might be
Heck
done deal.
yeah.
Might be done deal. If Tyler comes, can you sing to him? Have his birthday. Bring him up on stage.
Son,
Serenade me?
I will bring you a birthday hat. I'll bring you a birthday hat, get you up on stage, sit you on the stool.
Birthday hat, yeah. I was going to ask you about that. I was trying to order a hat off the website the other day, and I could. Where's the hats at?
Okay, if you want to get a hat, we just started a new hat line through Custom Ink. So if you go to Instagram and there's a bold beacon link right there, click that beacon link and there's a tab that says hats, and we've got a brand new style. So it's heather gray in the front. It's going to be black in the back. It'll have a little circle frame with Brandon Davis going around it and the BB logo in the center.
That's a dope logo.
Because I settled with a T-shirt, but it's not here yet. If you got an order for Delaware, Ohio, that was mine.
Okay,
sure
I got you. One of the What Cowboys 4 T-shirts, or did you get one off the website?
I got one off the website.
Okay, well if that's the case, we should have that shipped out here soon, because that's one. Everything you get straight off the website, she makes right here in the house. So
Damn. How can you have her?
I got an
sign it?
autograph too.
yes, trust me. Right? At least I-
Sounds like your wife does more work. I think she wants her autograph more than yours.
yeah, I know.
She can throw it on there too.
They just don't realize. The way people associate her is Hey Baby. They know her by Hey Baby.
Hey.
I told her, you gotta make a Hey Baby T-shirt because that is your catchphrase.
That'd be perfect. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's funny.
Cool fucking dude, man.
Right.
Appreciate it.
What's
your favorite places to eat down there around Chattanooga-ish, or do you stay more like Saudi Daisy, or
We stay more on our side of the river. I'd say one of my favorite places, just because nobody else has the one dish that I get there around here, is El Fogón, which I'm a little biased because I play music there all the time. But they have a shrimp chimichanga, and it's not on the menu. It's not on the to-go menu, but every time I go there, I ask for my shrimp chimichanga, and they always bring it out, and it's loaded with peppers and cheese and all this. So, yeah, they every time I get rooked in for Mexican food, that's one place I want to go every single time.
The Brandon Davis special. What you telling?
Exactly.
Are
If I
you much
had
of a
it my way, I'd start renaming the thing.
There you go.
are you much of a barbecue guy living down there?
Dude, barbecue sauce, unless it's Mexican food, goes on nearly everything. Burger.
My wife loves
pizza.
Choo Choo barbecue down there.
Heck yeah. We've got one right up the road from the house. So
That's the favorite. Yeah.
I've never been down in Tennessee besides driving
No,
through
it's
it.
beautiful.
Jack
Yeah.
Daniels Distillery.
Chattanooga, man, Chattanooga's beautiful. I miss it. I'll probably end up back there someday, but
Tennessee is beautiful. It's a very nice state.
Yeah, well, Chattanooga has been growing too, man. Every time I turn around, something
Yeah.
new's popped up, especially in the downtown area. So it's getting better and better. And we've got, shoot, I can't tell you how many new venues and restaurants are constantly going up, new hotels. Like they're trying their best to make this the tourist town that it's wanting to be.
Fucking Dolly Parton will be a part of it here soon.
Shoot, she'd bring it on if she wants to bring something like Dollywood or Dixie Stampede down to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
So I've been to Bristol and Dollywood and Nashville.
There you go.
So
Hit some good spots then.
yeah. It was a fun time, man. I love it down there.
A good
Yeah.
time. All right, man. So we're gonna close this out. One thing we do with all of our guests is we do a top three. So whether usually it's top three video games, top three baseball players, whatever it is. So for you, I'm gonna do what is your top three favorite kids? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make you shoot your kids.
If my kids get old enough to eventually watch this, they're gonna be like, "You said what?"
Wait a minute.
Nah. What's your top three favorite kid snacks that you eat?
Kid snacks that I eat. Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay, so number one, believe it or not, is the Halos, the little oranges.
Oh, the oranges? Yeah.
Yeah, Halos. That's probably my number one, just because even though it takes forever to peel, I eat those. For me. Number two is going to have to be the little Mott's fruit snacks that we keep in the
Got a
cabinet
stash
for
in my got
them.
a stash there too for me.
Yep. So every time I put them in the cabinet, I think they're for the kids, but half the time I discover wrappers that I don't remember that I ate in my bedroom.
Yep. And you tell your kids, hey, dad tax. We gotta
Yep.
give you one.
And then the third is she started buying them these Lucky Charms cereal bars, man. And they're
Oh, yep.
dude, they are amazing. Every time I get a hold of one, I end up going back for like another two or three. And I can't help it. They're good. And they feel like such a light snack. I don't feel like I've ate one. I just know it tastes good. So I end up wanting more. So
So are
That's my
you
top
are you a big cereal guy too? Because Chris will be playing games and stuff, and all the time he's like, "Hold on, I gotta get my cereal."
oh, well,
I'll
I've
skip
got
dinner
my
sometimes at a bowl of cereal.
Frankenstein bowl is what it's being referred to as, because it's one of the big mixing bowls.
Yeah.
So my favorite is probably hands down. It's either going to be Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch every single time.
Solid choices. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is always a favorite. A lot of people's favorites there.
Oh,
Mine
yeah,
personally, I love me
it's in the
some.
box all the time.
I always got to change it up, but my favorite is honeycomb. I can eat a hot box of honeycomb in
Man,
one
I haven't
sitting.
had honeycomb forever.
Now you're gonna go get some.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, my turn to say, hey, baby.
let your manager know.
She said, no, that's what Cowboys are for.
Way to throw that plug in. Nice.
That's nice.
Exactly.
Oh man. All right, man. Well, this part of the show will let you, throw it out to whatever you want your promo. What's we got going in your life? Go ahead and show it. It's all up to you, man. What you got?
All right. Well, 4/29 is the date for Ice Cold. So that's tomorrow night at midnight, or I say tomorrow night, whenever this is broadcasting.
I'll
So
try to get it out as soon as
4/29
possible. Yeah.
is when Ice Cold is going to be releasing, and everyone can either go pre-order or download whenever this thing is airing. And I appreciate all the love and support. It's going to be on all platforms. And then May 8th, we will be up in the Hilliard area of Ohio, Greater Columbus area, playing at the Station Bar and Venue. We'll be there from 5 to 9 or 5 to 11. And doors will open for general admission at 6 o'clock for folks to come in. And things will be kicking off at 6:30 for the main event. Got me and Sam Coon coming up. Looking forward to it. Cannot wait to be up there in Ohio again. We're going to be spending, from the looks of it, quite a bit of time over the next few months up that way. So
Nice.
get ready to take a good adventure up there and make the most of it. Meet and greet some new people.
Yeah, you can get your tickets at the stationbarringvenue.com. Let's let everybody know that. Hey man, like I said, if you're gonna be up there a couple more times, you gotta let us know. We all hang out, go golfing or something. You're gonna be up here more
Heck yeah,
often.
man. Absolutely.
good.
Crash at one of our houses, probably,
Hey,
if you need to.
Hey,
Your
well,
kids are
yeah,
kids.
bring your
I mean,
bring your
it'd be a
kids.
big-ass
We'll have-
party.
there we go. All the kids come play. It'll be good.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, for me, Chris Webb, Tyler Thomas, Mikey Scheid, my man Brandon Davis. We're gonna send this out with step by step. Sound like good?
Let's do it, man.
All right, guys. Well, here, cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Y'all. Thank
Tell
you.
your wife, appreciate her too for all the help.
Absolutely.
But
Hey, baby.
hey, oh man, but we love you guys. We're out.
Well, I wasn't there to see the first steps or hear the first word or watch the doctor bring them in. And there's a lot of time I missed out on I'll never get back again. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out they're my life. One day they'll have their first kiss and their first dance and their I turned 16 card. And I'll be right there when they walk in, heard from their first broken heart. And I'm longing for those moments, along with all the ones I missed. I never knew this was how life would turn out, but I'm sure glad it did. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take a rocket science to figure out that they're my life. One day they'll look back through all these years, and I pray that they'll find that even though they didn't come from me, they know that they're mine. Call it stepping up or stepping in, but step by step my world went spinning around that little heart and angel face. They're growing up and I'm growing old, making memories won't always hold, but I thank God for sending them my way. Cause it ain't my blood or DNA that made that precious child, but it don't take rocket science to figure out that they're my life.